Hey guys, Leah Michelle and Kansas Matt, Resistance Rooster, Resistance Chicks, bringing to you today on the International Women's Day, our dude.
We brought the women today.
Oh happy day, oh happy day, oh happy day.
He taught me how.
Okay.
So anyways,
Speaking of Muslims,
I wanted to bring you a real woman who is really oppressed, and this is a former Muslim, and she tells us, listen, you guys, only in the West do they differentiate from these peaceful religious Muslims to those who actually practice what's in their Quran.
in the Quran,
So let's
jihad and things.
let's listen to what
of
she
that
has to
nature.
say.
Sometimes they tell me my phone number. They tell me my children's names. They tell me what school they go to. They describe how they're gonna behead me, how gonna rape my girls, how gonna cut my fingers into pieces. So as a mother, it's very hard to take it. But at least I'm living the life of my choice. I was mute for 30 years of my life in Syria, and enough is enough. I love America as very few do, and I want, from the bottom of my heart, to sacrifice my life to protect this country. Because if America was taken by Muslims, we have no place else to emigrate to. It seems to me sometimes it is much easier to make my point as a well-known writer in the Arab world than to penetrate the American mind. I can understand why. You are living by the American ethical code. You don't want to judge anybody based on their religious affiliation. But you need to understand that Islam is not a religion. Islam is a very dangerous political ideology. I came from a Muslim family. I was raised to believe that we are on earth to fight for the sake of Allah and to kill or to be killed in this fight. So you are fighting someone who is willing to be killed. What else you can do to stop him? You need, Americans, people in the West need to know the truth about Islam. There is no such radical Islam and regular Islam or spiritual Islam. I had never heard of, growing up in Syria, radical Islam, militant Islam, Wahhabi Islam. There is only one Islam.
You guys, that is just so
Doesn't she just say it?
powerful.
Who do we listen to, right? Who do we listen to?
We listen to CNN and MSNBC and Fox News and all of these outlets and the Washington Post that tell us that there are the difference between radical and
I
Islam.
have heard
We don't
so
listen to the former
many
Muslims.
ex-Muslim women. Why aren't we listening to these women?
But wait, are we going to listen to George Bush? That this is a religion of peace. Obviously he knows more about the religion than someone that's actually born there and raised in it, right?
Someone commented and said there were two guys up for agriculture position under Trump, and he really liked the one guy. And I don't know if this is true or not, but it's a good story. He says,
Thanks, CNN. Don't know if it's true, but it's good, so we're
I
going
have
to say
a
it.
source. I have a source. So anyways, he
Your
said,
grandma?
yo, grandma. He said, he asked the one guy who he really liked, have you ever been on a farm? And the guy's like, no, I've never been on a farm. And he asked the other guy, he didn't really like him as much, have you ever been on a farm? He goes, I grew up on a farm. I worked on a ton of farms my whole life. He goes, well, I'm sorry, I really like you, but he's been on a farm, he's hired.
Trump said that?
Yeah.
Hey, go Trump.
So, that was from my source. I don't know if it's true or not, but I like the story. I'm going to pass it on. So, do you listen to the woman who left? She literally says, growing up, there was, and so I do it, and maybe some of you do too, I feel bad when I say, but honestly, you guys have emboldened me to say what I want to say, which is Islam is an ideology. It's not this religion of peace. And we can't allow, Ben Carson was on somebody, and they asked, would you want a Muslim to be president? And he said, basically, he said no. And the interviewer was just shocked. Oh my gosh,
Well, to me, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Jesus Christ says that I am the way, the truth, and the life. None come to the Father but through me. And so that means that if that is the real religion of God, obviously there's faith involved here, but
Or Christian nation.
yeah, then that means we're a Christian nation, and that means that that is the way through the Judeo-Christian Bible. And obviously the other religions are antichrist. They're just guise of religion or holiness, but obviously it just brings nothing but hatred and violence and
Thomas Jefferson and John Adams and John Quincy Adams said that Islam has no place in the United States of America. None.
None whatsoever.
What were you going to say? You got all excited there for a minute. You're like,
Stay, I have one more thing to show you.
okay, all right. So we're going to
Wait.
wrap this up. Nope, in a
Isn't
gallery.
it true they're like Klingons though? They fight each other, kill each other.
Yes, they do that.
UK, Sweden, and
They're bringing their faction. I know exactly where the peanut gallery is going with this. They fight amongst themselves. It's kind of like here in the United States when we had the native
Gangs.
tribes.
East side, west side.
No, I'm going back, way down. When white man arrived here, there were wars
How?
happening between native tribes.
Right.
All right. So what's happening with Muslims is they fight themselves and they integrate into these other countries or immigrate or whatever. And they bring those fights between their factions there. So they're not just endangering other people by literally wanting to kill everyone else. They're endangering because they brought a war on turf that's not their own.
Precisely. That bingo.
Matt, did you have something to add there?
You're gonna like this next one. You're gonna love it.
Okay, all right. This is
stick
Leah
around.
Michelle, Kansas Matt, signing off for Resistance Chicks, where it's not a conspiracy theory.
it's the truth.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Mass Faith 3 and Resistance Chicks. Ring the bell for notifications so you get an email every time we put out a new video. And find us on Facebook where we can interact with you guys there on a daily basis. We love you guys. Happy International Women's Day. Happy International Dude bringing to the Women's Day. We're very thankful for our dude. I gotta tell you what, if he abandons on a day and doesn't go build that donkey cart, I don't know what we're gonna do. We need him every day to build that donkey cart. All right, you guys, we love you. God bless.
I was called